rather than single events, which is the way that it's done today. As part of that analysis, we deliver to hospitals primarily in the quality management space. We allow them to monitor their KPIs, their quality KPIs, and deliver service improvements into the hospital that allow them to improve those KPIs and get better value care and better outcomes for the patients.
So you just give them a report?
Yeah, it's a very dynamic process. Thank you, Phil. Okay. Hey, look, it was off the cuff. It's a very dynamic process. We use deep machine learning that's constantly looking for insights around cohorts, and therefore we will be delivering this product through a web portal with all sorts of interesting insights, including a list of patients who are at risk based on their current journey through the health system. So points for early intervention to stop bad outcomes, as well as know who's having them.
And what's the data set that you're running off? The eHealth data set?
No, it's hospital data.
So each local hospital or local health district, their database?
Yeah, they have multiple databases, and one of their biggest challenges is the fragmentation of that data, and also the fact that it's episodic centric, so one admission, one piece of analysis. So we connect those dots together. We also connect multiple systems. We link a lot of that data together. We're very fortunate to have one of our co-founders here, one of the leading analysts in Australia around connecting health data sets together.
The leader.
Yeah,
The
well, it's
leading.
not many. Pretty scarce. So we're very fortunate. And as I say, our other co-founder is an absolute genius in machine learning and genetic algorithms, which is what he is.
Well done. Simone?
Okay.
You're like, don't pick me.
How long did that take?
Nearly right on.
You're all
not
yours.
It's pretty damn good.
Yeah. Okay. So you may not know this, but fisheries are worth $1.5 billion to the Australian economy and billions of dollars worldwide. And not only is the economic importance of the fisheries vital, it's also vital because fisheries are important to the food security of many nations around the world, and also the ecosystem, the ocean ecosystem. What you might also not know is that in Australia, a lot of effort is put into collecting data around fisheries. So data is collected on the sex, age, length, where the fish were caught, all that kind of data is collected, and often used in modelling to forecast how much fish we can take from our oceans. But this is a long and lengthy process, and compared to sectors like fintech, it's quite archaic in the way it's done, and it takes a really long time. We're trying to build solutions that allow data processing, integration, analysis to happen rapidly, so that we can make improved management decisions and ensure fish populations remain sustainable in the future. And Alan likes to say, no fish gets left behind.
That's the plan. So there's so many different species. I'm not there's so many different species. A lot of the analysis assessments only get done on the most lucrative, but it's important to analyse and assess all of them. So they pick the ones with the, they pick 2 out of the 20, but it's important to do all of them. So they need more efficient, reliable, cost-effective solutions like Mesos.
This is Pitch Innovation, so you were out of time, and you got Alan to do the rest of the pitch.
Yeah, exactly. He's our champion.
You've been doing sadly.
Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Yeah. All right. Arlene or Jackie, do you want to flip the coin or?
Well, I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, CSI was.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, she's got a CSRO. Excellent.
Yeah. So just to recap, my name is Arlene, and I'm from Lincoln Juice. The problem we solve is the poor quality of life that often accompanies the ageing experience. What motivates us to do this is not only our experience that comes from the aged care sector, but also what we see happening in this sector is that people don't plan, and they go from a situation of being well and comfortable to a situation of dependence very, very quickly. And we call that falling off the cliff. So one minute you're quite well, you're quite comfortable and independent. The next minute some watershed moment happens and you fall into the aged care sector. You're on this journey that you didn't plan for and have very little control in, and often results in a very poor quality of life. The solution that we provide to that is a life planning tool linked and backed by a network of services to our customer, who is the older person, their families and carers who live at home. We earn revenue from three sources, which is the life plan, the link to services, and referrals to services on a case-by-case basis that people need.
Very good. How long was that?
Minute 10.
Minute 10?
Can we steal your life plan?
You can buy my
We'll come to a negotiate. So
through a strategic
This sounds like an
partnership.
opportunity to become a
Yeah.
development partner.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I've suggested it. How
Yeah,
many times?
no, we've definitely
Every
haven't.
third meeting we have, I'm like, cohort IQ.
Yeah, I know, just too busy, not today.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
know the feeling.
I'm constantly cross-pollinating quite actively within the teams.
Yeah.
And just the other day, Jackie introduced Ian from Cohort IQ to Bulli Hospital because they're after a solution. They need a solution very much like what Cohort IQ is looking. So we're very actively trying to cross-pollinate.
So according to that analogy, you're a buzzy bee.
Yeah, I'm a pollinator. I try to. So,
Do you know what pollinizer autocorrects to? Well, when I did a spell check, autocorrects to polarizer. I love that
Depends what
show.
word
I've been
we're in.
accused of that.
That can happen with startups.
So,
That's all tonight. Okay, so I'll caveat this by saying that normally I'm pitching to industry people, and it's more on the supply side problem. So I'll come back to that in a second. From the consumer side, demand side, basically we're a mobile-only booking app. That's the world's first mobile-only solution. I'll explain in a minute why that's important. But basically, what we're trying to help us as consumers do is live a little bit more spontaneously, so you don't have to spend hours online booking. We basically curate the best hotels for you, and you can basically book within 3 taps and go and enjoy create your memories rather than spending all that time online. For the hotels, basically, we were founded around the premise that the traditional OTA model, online travel agent model, is a love-hate relationship with hotels. So Booking.com, I hope no one here is from Booking.com, and those guys are basically competing directly against the hotel's main channel, which is their website, and for advanced bookings. What we do is basically, because we're mobile only, we don't compete against the hotel's website. We're last minute only, so 80% of all our bookings are in the last 48 hours. So we basically say to the hotels, you go do your very best not to use us. Anything you can't move, come to us at the very last minute, we'll move it for you, and to help you basically get that incremental revenue. So we're basically changing up the traditional OTA model, disrupting the way hotel bookings are done.
So from Ambition, I'd like to hear more about your innovation agenda, what you plan to gain out of innovation.
Sure.
If it's okay to share that.
Yeah, definitely. So we are I guess you call it a bricks and mortar recruitment firm. High touch, relatively high price, the same as we were 10 years ago, broadly. We're very aware that tomorrow's not going to be the same as today, and desperate not to put our head in the sand. So we decided to kick off this innovation program this year, primarily aimed at our own people, but we're also trying to source ideas from people we've placed in jobs and people we've had working on contracts. And we're looking for ideas that might be quite small, help us do part of our process quicker or cheaper or better, or maybe some big ideas, which might be a new company, might be a new revenue stream.